Hi guys, and welcome to Premier League Prediction Week 17. Sorry, I'm in my pyjamas and stuff like that. It's very late. Sorry about the camera as well. My webcam's really playing up at the moment. Won't seem to let me upload videos off me camera. So I'm having to keep using my phone. So I'm quite sorry about that. There is no 3 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, so we go straight into the there's no lunchtime kickoff tomorrow, so we go straight into the 3 o'clock kickoffs. And we start with Man U versus Norwich, and again, we've talked about Norwich before, being attacking and having a couple of goals, and then we talked about Man U, looking quite vulnerable at the back, and a couple of goals in them as well. I think at home and where Man U sit in the table at the moment, and the same with Norwich, I'm going to go Man U 2, Norwich 1. I think Man U will just about edge it, so I'm going to go for Man U to win. I didn't know at the time when I was writing down Chelsea's. I didn't know that Jose Mourinho had been sacked from the club. Obviously, the football club and the fans, of course, are absolutely distraught. I was watching a couple of the Chelsea fans. They're absolutely distraught and disgusted at the way Jose Mourinho is being treated. I thought personally he should get at least till after Christmas, to maybe put it right. But I think another way, he'd lost the dressing room. The players just didn't want to play for him, and once you lose the dressing room, I don't think there's no way getting them back, to be honest. So maybe I think it was the right time for him to go. Even though I don't think they've got a manager tomorrow. I haven't heard that they've got anybody at the moment. But I still think that Chelsea will just about win tomorrow. No disrespect to Sunderland, but I'm going to go Chelsea 1, Sunderland 0. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think Chelsea will win. Then we have Southampton versus Tottenham, and again, Newcastle got that late-minute winner last week against Tottenham, so the unbeaten run for Tottenham is over, and I think they're going to lose on tomorrow as well. I think Southampton can win tomorrow, so I'm going to go Southampton 2, Tottenham 1. Then we have West Brom versus Bournemouth. And again, I'm not sure where Bournemouth are on the table at the moment, but they're playing a lot better football than West Bromwich Albion. West Brom do defend quite well, but I think that Bournemouth will be too strong for them, even if it is away from home. And I'm going to go West Brom 0, Bournemouth 2. The one that's interesting me this weekend is Everton versus Leicester. And obviously Leicester won again on Monday night. I think that's probably one of the reasons why Jose Mourinho was sacked in the end. Everton, again, have had a really good season. Starting to go a little bit towards that way at the moment, but I think they're okay, and I think it's going to be quite a good game. And I think it's going to be a tight game as well. I'm going to go Everton 1, Leicester 1. Then we have Stoke versus Palace. Again, two teams that don't score a lot of goals, but don't let a lot of goals in either. I think that one's going to be tight as well. So I'm going to go Stoke 1, Palace 1. Then we have the very interesting 5:30 kickoff, which is Newcastle versus Aston Villa. And again, we talked about Newcastle beating Tottenham in the last minute last week at Watford, which would have given them some massive confidence. I think they're 9 points clear of Aston Villa now. Villa, who lost to Arsenal on Sunday, so yeah, they are 9 points clear of Aston Villa at the moment. Newcastle, they would go 12 points clear of Aston Villa if they win tomorrow, and that would put Aston Villa in a very, very dangerous situation. Unfortunately for Newcastle and for Villa as well, because I don't think draws are good enough for them at the moment. I think it's going to be a very tight draw. I'm going to go Newcastle 1, Villa 1. Then we have go to the Sunday kickoffs. First one is 1:30, which is Watford versus Liverpool. And again, we've talked about Watford before, not letting a lot of goals in. Don't score a lot either. And obviously the way Liverpool are playing at the moment, under Jurgen Klopp, I think that Liverpool can just about edge it. I'm going to go Watford 1, Liverpool 2. Then we have the 4 o'clock kickoff, which is Swansea versus West Ham. And again, I'm going to go 1-1 for that one as well. As I say, Swansea not playing their best football at the moment. They could have got something last week at Manchester City. So, again, I do feel sorry for the way when things like that do happen. But, it doesn't say that on the book at the end of the day. It just says that you lost. And West Ham, their form started off great at the beginning of the season. But they've just started to edge down a little bit down the table now, so I'm going to go for a tight 1-1. And then we have the very important, again, another very important game towards the title race on Monday, 8 o'clock, which is Arsenal versus Man City. Don't mean to disappoint anybody, any Arsenal fans, which is myself, and any Manchester City fans. But I think it's going to be a very, very boring 0-0. I think both teams are going to raise the game, last-ditch defending, and you know we've seen it all before. Probably stuck in midfield, and I just think it's just going to be them games where just no team scored, and everyone's just going to be like very disappointed after they've hyped it all up. So that has been my predictions for this week, guys. Sorry it sounded a bit rushed, but it is quite late, and I've got some other things I've got to do before a certain time as well. I will be back on Wednesday to do the Boxing Day fixtures, because obviously no one wants to watch a video or film a video on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you Wednesday for the predictions for Boxing Day. Thank you for watching, guys.